David Ringo, 3D Solar. He's a solar expert right here in Tampa Bay. Hey, David.
Brandon, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, my friend. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, but after seeing you, I feel underdressed. You look great today, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I get, when the cold weather comes, I can break out the suits a little bit,
There you go. I like that. I should have done that. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. So what's new in the 3D world and the solar world, man? Things are going well?
Yeah, things are going really well. The outlook for us is great for the industry in general. The 26% tax credit got rolled over for 2 more years, which is fantastic. That was to go down to 22% this year, so we're actually able to take advantage of that tax credit for a couple more years, which is great.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, absolutely. And so the one thing that I guess I'd like to talk about today, if I have the open floor here, is how the only thing I want to talk about is electric costs going up.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of things about solar this, solar that won't add value to your home. It's too expensive. You hear all the objections, and it's you just need to be educated on that because there's a lot of people that just need to be educated on the process. But one thing that I want to point out, I noticed as I started looking around yesterday just for some information for this show. I don't know if you have Duke, I think, correct? You're a Duke client?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I just noticed yesterday, just TECO alone asked for 18%. They're looking for an 18% rate hike.
Whoa, just 1 year? Year over year?
Just this next year, they're looking to go up 18%. So,
holy cow.
Which doesn't sound like much. It really doesn't sound like much. I mean, it does. It does sound like
18%.
When we estimate people's electric costs going up annually, we estimate 4%, and that's usually a 1% lower than the average. It usually goes up about 5%. Especially nationally, it's more than 5%.
Yeah.
But for us, we try and be conservative. 3 to 4% escalation is what we call it, and it does go up that much. But so TECO's going up 18%. They're going to ask. I don't know if they're going to approve for 18, but it's kind of like a kid asking for I want the whole box of candy, and you settle for half. So let's say they settle for 12 cents. But that's this year, and you never know what it's going to go up to next year. But let's just put that in perspective.
Who do they ask, by the way, David? When you say they're asking for that?
I can't remember who they have to go in front of, but I can't recall.
County Commission,
I just had that
maybe?
article.
Something like that?
Probably. Yeah, probably
State
something
Commission.
like that.
State Commission, John said, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you have $200 electric bill, it's just going to go $236 every month. I mean, it's a little bit every month. An extra $40 on a $200 electric bill every month.
Yep.
And it's never going to go back down.
Exactly.
So then next year, what's it going to go to? And then the year after that, what's it going to go to? But so the headline, not only does it say in the same headline that they're asking to go up to 18%, but do you know why they're going up 18%?
They're going to say that it's increased cost of supplies, increased cost of labor. Who knows? Maybe taxes affecting them. Is that what it is? Like the raw materials going in?
It's even better than that because I think it's hysterical. But they're asking 18% increase in rates so they can purchase solar.
Oh man!
So TECO is asking for. If you think about 18%, if you look at it, 18%. Let's just say it's a fifth of what you're paying, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say it's 20%. Now they're asking for that so they can build solar fields so that they can turn around and create a cheaper form of electricity to charge you this 18% more. So
Jeez.
It's amazing to me. If you look around, what utility companies are doing, they're also the banks and credit unions are doing the same thing. And when I talk to homeowners that say it just doesn't make sense financially or whatever, it's just, I just can't reach out to them enough and say, listen, I need you to watch Duke, TECO, FPL, all your utility companies.
Right.
Watch what they're doing, how much they're wanting to charge you, and then on top of that, what they're charging you for. Because, like you said, I let you kind of go with the, what you thought it was going to be, all the labor increases and all that stuff. And I wish it was that,
right?
Because you could almost justify some of that. But for you to go buy solar to make power cheaper to charge me more money. I can't stand that. So
yeah, David Ringo, 3D Solar here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. 3D Solar, local area expert. You've heard him on the show for years now. Longtime friend of the program, supporting the local economy by supporting David and his company. And we greatly appreciate all those who reach out to our hotline. You can reach out at 813-750-0550. Call or text that line if you're interested. Want to sit down consultation. 813-750-0550, and definitely not a high sales pitch or high pressure pitch at all from David Ringo, 3D Solar. And David, what I was going to say too is when they're buying land and they're putting in these solar farms, that's arable land. That's food that we could be farming. That's land that we could be farming, rather than the way you do it is you put it on top of people's homes, which is on their roof, and 95% of the time probably, and that's we can't grow too much food on top of there. We're not doing that yet, but at some point we're going to run out of arable land to farm either.
I agree. Now that the COVID seems to be thinning out a little bit, at least, I'm starting to move around and start driving around a lot more. And I can't get over how many homes are going up. Like you said, the land is really disappearing, and Florida's got a ridiculous amount of land, outside in rural areas that are just fields and fields and fields, what used to be groves, right?
Yep.
And they're just putting houses up everywhere. And I'm with you. I've never been a fan of putting solar in a field that you could do something with. Even small amounts is going to come back and it's going to be a big deal.
Got about a minute left for you, Dave.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got people doing 1,200 acres of solar. They're expecting to do that, and that's just a huge waste. But no, we love putting solar on a home and saving people energy and not affecting their yard and what they can do with nature in their yard, So you got a good point about the ground mounts and all that stuff. So
that's right. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, David and his team came out and outfitted my home with solar. We've got a low monthly payment once we get year 7 or 8, whatever year that is, 9. We're living basically off the power grid. We've got solar coming in. Yes, we will have a small monthly payment. You can't technically be off the grid. But back to you, David. Got about 20 seconds for you.
Yeah. So I guess more than anything, I just want people to watch out what people are saying to you in the home. Be careful. Go with your gut instinct. And watch what the utility companies are wanting to charge you, because it does go up every year. It really does make sense. Some people still think the numbers don't work, but just let somebody sit down and explain it to you.
Absolutely. All right, David, thanks so much, my friend. David Ringo, 3D Solar. And we'll see you next time.
Have a great day.
All right, brother. Hey, please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We had a great show. We had Sheriff Bob Gualtieri on the show earlier. We had Diane Vance and, of course, David Ringo rounding us out. Great show. The theme is go out there and support your local economy, commit a random act of kindness, and do something kind for one another. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.